Welcome back to Motor Future, where we take you behind the wheel of tomorrow's finest machines. And today, it doesn't get much finer than this. This is the 2025 Porsche 911 Turbo S, a car that doesn't just follow tradition, it dominates it. Blending 60 years of performance heritage with cutting-edge innovation, the new Turbo S is sharper, faster, and more refined than ever. But does it live up to the legendary badge on its rear deck? Let's find out. Right off the bat, the 2025 Turbo S screams aggression and precision from the front. The front fascia has been subtly reworked with active aerodynamic elements that not only improve airflow but give the car a more planted, track-focused stance. The Matrix LED headlights feature Porsche's signature 4-point daytime running lights, now crisper and even more adaptive thanks to the new HD Matrix system. You'll also notice the larger front air intakes. Yes, they're functional. Everything here channels air where it needs to go, either to cool the massive brakes or to reduce lift at high speeds. The nose feels wider, lower, and more purposeful than ever before. As we swing around to the back, this is where the Turbo S really flexes its muscle. A retractable rear wing seamlessly integrates into the active aero system, automatically adjusting its angle depending on speed and driving mode. The full-width light bar returns, but now it's more sculptural, with an almost holographic depth that glows beautifully at night. Twin oval exhausts, finished in black chrome, emit an aggressive bark that lets you know this isn't just about looks. And yes, those rear haunches are still wide enough to make supercars blush, housing massive 21-inch wheels at the rear and 20s up front, wrapped in ultra-sticky rubber. Interior: step inside, and it's all Porsche DNA, but taken to a new level of luxury and digital integration. The first thing that hits you is the quality. Soft leather, carbon fiber, and brushed aluminum come together in perfect harmony. The 2025 model gets a fully digital curved display behind the steering wheel, similar to what we saw debut in the Taycan. It's customizable, responsive, and incredibly clean. The central touchscreen is now 12.6 inches, with haptic feedback and an intuitive menu system that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The layout is perfectly symmetrical and driver-focused. Your hands immediately fall onto a new generation GT Sport steering wheel, which is slightly thicker, trimmed in soft leather, and packed with intuitive controls. There's a dedicated drive mode rotary switch just a thumb's flick away, allowing quick shifts between normal, sport, sport plus, and individual settings without ever taking your hands off the wheel. And behind it, a new fully digital curved display stretches out in front of the driver, inspired by the Taycan's layout. It's crisp, fast, and endlessly customizable. You can toggle through navigation, performance stats, G-force meters, and even a minimalist pure mode that reduces it to just a speed readout in RPM. Porsche has also refined the center console for better ergonomics, and thankfully, the classic central tachometer remains, albeit digital. The seating position is flawless, low, and driver-focused, with 18-way adaptive sports seats that wrap around you like a glove. And despite being a track weapon, there's ample comfort here. The optional Burmester sound system fills the cabin with crisp, immersive audio, though let's be honest, most owners will prefer listening to the twin-turbo flat-six behind them. Now, let's talk about that performance. Under the rear deck lid lies a 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six that now produces a mind-bending 650 horsepower and 590 lb-ft of torque. Mated to an 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission in Porsche's legendary all-wheel drive system, this Turbo S rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. That's hypercar territory, and it feels it. The acceleration is brutal, instantaneous, and relentless, yet completely manageable. You don't fight the power, you command it. Porsche's chassis engineers have worked their magic again. The 911 Turbo S remains one of the most confidence-inspiring performance cars on the planet. Rear-wheel steering, adaptive dampers, active anti-roll bars, and torque vectoring all work behind the scenes to make this nearly 3,600-pound machine feel nimble and light on its feet. Whether you're carving up a canyon or cruising the Autobahn, it stays composed, eager, and ferociously fast. The steering is telepathic, the brakes are monumental, and the grip, well, the grip is unreal. Even with all this performance, the Turbo S remains one of the most usable supercars on the market. There's a front trunk big enough for a weekend getaway, reasonable fuel economy when cruising, and real-world comfort that makes daily driving not just possible but enjoyable. As for the price? Well, excellence never comes cheap. The 2025 Porsche 911 Turbo S starts at around $235,000 in the US, but with just a few option boxes ticked like ceramic brakes, lightweight carbon seats, or the sport package, you're easily looking north of $260,000. But for what you get, supercar performance, everyday usability, and the prestige of the 911 badge, it's a compelling, if premium, proposition. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 911 Turbo S doesn't just uphold the legacy of its iconic predecessors, it elevates it. It's a tour de force of engineering, design, and performance, capable of shaming most supercars while still being a car you could live with every day. Porsche has struck that elusive balance once again, and the result is nothing short of breathtaking. Thanks for riding with us here at Motor Future. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 911 Turbo S, hit that like button, subscribe for more high-performance reviews, and drop a comment below. Would you daily this beast, or is it better saved for special occasions? Until next time, keep driving the future.